Well, it's been a great season for us so far. We're thrilled with the #1 seed. We had just so many great things happen for us this year, led by these two right here, Skylar and Kayla McBride, have had fantastic seasons, and now we're anxious for our second season to begin.
Okay, if you have a question, please raise your hand for a microphone holder. Go ahead on the left. No one?
Kurt?
Kurt Rollis, South Bend Tribune. Skylar, first off, how are you feeling? How much of a toll did the illness take on you?
I'm fine.
Excuse me. Give it to me.
Again on the left.
Kayla, can you just talk a little bit about the challenge of playing against smaller guards who love the three-pointer? How successful have you guys been against that this year?
I think we've come a long way for that. You know, they're great guards. They can create a lot on offense, and we have to be able to contain them. The bigger guards, the posts, everybody's gonna have to do their job.
On the left.
Coach McGraw, this is Andrew Logan for Register.
Questions for the student athletes.
I'm sorry. Could you guys talk about being 1 seed, but maybe playing farther away from home? Not terribly far, but being maybe on Iowa territory.
Skylar, we'll start with you.
I mean, it doesn't really matter where we had to play. We're here, it's said and done, and I don't think you worry about that now. It's just about worrying about University of Tennessee Martin.
Kayla.
Yeah, I have to agree with Sky. I think we've played in a lot of different environments coming out of the Big East and even our non-conference schedule that we're pretty much ready for anything.
Kayla, can you talk a little bit about just how the bench has developed this season and what role you expect to see them to be able to play?
Absolutely. I think their confidence has come a long way. If you look at Madison Cable, Markeisha Wright, Kayla McBride, they've contributed in so many different ways, and I think we're going to need them a lot down the stretch.
Skylar, in terms of the 2,500, 500, what area are you particularly most proud of in that accomplishment?
Probably the assist. It is great just creating for people and things like that. And then to get 500 assists has to be 500 made baskets. And you got to credit the teammates for that. And over the years, I've had the luxury of playing with people that just move so well without the basketball. Natalie Novosel, Becca Brzezinski, Deborah Peters, Brittany Mallory, Kayla McBride, and Natalie Achanwa, just the players I've been able to play with over the years. Lindsay Schrader, just been great players, just to name a few, with moving without the ball. And I think that's what ultimately matters, and not only just finding them, but them being ready to catch and finish.
Skylar, you guys have played in more tournament games the last 2 years than anybody else. Can you just talk about the mindset you have to have, the lessons you've learned from playing 6 games each of the last 2 seasons in the tournament?
Well, I think we understand what it takes to get there. And, I think that, like K-Mac said, just the conference schedule that we play is so tough. And I've said this before, you're playing elite level Final Four, Sweet 16 games all the time. And I think ultimately that's what really prepared us for the tournament. Coming in with such a tough conference, 8, 9 teams go every year, past couple of years, and it's just been a great conference to play in and help prepare us. And then, Coach McGraw does a great job of making sure we're prepared one game at a time, and I think that mindset is important because you don't look too far into it. Last year we could have gotten anxious and looked to the championship with the expectations on our team, but we kept that one game at a time mindset, and I think that's helpful going into the tournament.
Does experience carry over? Will it help you this year?
Absolutely, and I think with our team, players like Kayla and Natalie, Ariel, who has been to the championship every game, they can help the younger kids out, and myself. And Kayla Turner also, but the upperclassmen, the experience that we've had in the tournaments and our successes kind of helps the freshmen because they feel like they have people that have been there and done that, and it kind of eases their mind.
Kayla, can you talk about this team's mental toughness, just the ability to keep your composure and all those comebacks you've had this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the beginning of the year, a lot of people looked at us as a young team, not as experienced as most teams, even though we had a lot of upperclassmen who have been experienced. But I think that the confidence and belief that we can win every single game, I think is carried over to the younger kids. And I think that their confidence has grown a lot, and they can go out in different situations and be ready for anything. And that's what mental toughness is, and we've come a long way.
Any other questions for the student athletes?